I'm Deadman, and these 29 kilograms of card boxes is from Monolith Board Games or Monolith Edition, but let's get them opened right up. So we are gonna start with the big box here. This is 18 kilograms, and let's just get it opened up. So down here, first of all, we have some protection, and we have a lot of boxes with Batman Gotham City Chronicles. So let's just start from the top here. So this is Batman solo and cooperative mode. Okay, let's get that to the side and take a closer look in just a moment. Then we have a big box here. And it says, let's see, is anything on the sides? It does not say anything on the sides. So, it just says it contains miniatures. Let's get that to the side as well. Then we have some smaller boxes here. This one says Stretch Goals, Season 3. We have 2 of these. And then comes a lot of the big boxes. Here we have a big box here with Killer Croc on it, and again it doesn't say anything, so we will have to wait till we open it up. Another big box here with Batman and some of the different characters. Again, very sparingly with actually writing what it is on the boxes, and just says content behind. But again, let's get everything up from the big card box and take a look one by one. Here we have the villain pack. That is one part of the core game, and below we have the hero pack. But I will get this card box to the side and we will take a look. So first off, we have the core box, and this is of course with all different heroes of Gotham City. But let's take a look at the back, and this is not that heavy as you should think. So it says here that we have 3 bat tablets, we have some boards, some hero sheets, including the different cards, a booklet, 20 dice in 5 different colors, some plastic cubes, the Ex Libris by JD, I don't know what that is. It is from 2 to 4 players, 90 minutes playtime, 14 and up in age, and 57 miniatures. But let's get it open and take a look inside. And again, for those of you that doesn't know, this is actually a quite old game that just got a revisit edition, now that it came with Season 3 with new expansions. So I would think these are probably the updated versions of the core games. Let's take a look. So first off, here we have the mission booklet with the different missions, how to set up and how to read these. So here we have an example of the chemical factory, what you need to set up, with which villains that you need and which heroes you can play and what starting equipment they should get, as well as how to win and the different special rules. I do think that some of the pictures are a bit small, to be honest, but the text seems pretty nice and a good font size. We have the rulebook here with some nice illustrations. Again, seems like it's the same font, pictures are a bit small. It tells about the different game components in the box, and of course how to play, with some good examples on how to move, attack, find out whether or not you are in range, etc. Then we have this nice protection sheet here with Batman versus Bane. We have the different cards, so here we have the equipment cards. These are the batarangs. Let's just open these up. So all of these are different equipment cards. So we had batarangs, grappling hook, claw, taser gun, police badge, med kit, taser handgun, baseball bat, etc. Then we have all the activation cubes, just like we know them from other games. and we have the different dices. They increase in possibility of how many hits and failures as you go up in color. So if I remember correctly, it is white, yellow, orange, red, black. And these goes all the way up to 4 hits for the black dice. Then we have this case here, which I will think is all the miniatures. So it says here bystanders, citizens, guards, SWAT, drones, GCPD, and the different heroes such as Batcow. And of course we only have the heroes because the villains are in the other pack. So this probably also shows how everything should be stored inside. And no, it does not. So these are just the content on the front, because these are definitely not here. So here we have the bystanders, 2 different sculpts. Pretty decent sculpts. Bit simple, reminds me a lot about the miniatures from Zombicide. Here we have some of the SWAT. You can see here, it says SWAT on the back. We have some of the GCPD policemen. And here we have the drones. And beneath that we have all the different heroes. So here we have one version of Catwoman with her whip. Seems like we have different versions. There's probably different versions from the comic books as well. But again, pretty simple sculpts. Here we have one of the Batmans. It's probably the Earth something Batman. And I would think that this is the base for him. If we take a look here, it probably needs to go in like this, yes. Here we have Batcow. We have what I think is our normal Batman here. I actually love the details on this one. It seems to be Green Arrow here. And this is probably Azrael. So yeah, some different sculpts, different. This is probably Police Commissar Gordon. But yeah, these are all the miniatures in the hero pack. So underneath all this we have the Bat tablets. This is where you place all your cubes as you play your different your activation cubes down here, how you spend them, the different hero cards in here, etc. We should have 3 of these. We do. We have a protection sheet, and we have all the different heroes. So here we have our normal Batman, and we can see here the different cubes that he has to do different stuff. So here we have his melee attack, we have his movement, we have his maximum of the different dice that he can get in each of these abilities. Here we have Catwoman. On the back side we have a description. So this is Batman Bruce Wayne, and the description. Here we have the normal Catwoman, Selina Kyle, we have Commissioner Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Huntress, Batgirl, Bluebird, don't know who that is to be honest, Black Canary, Renee Montoya, Harvey Bullock, another version of Batwoman, Orphan, another version of Robin, that is Damian Wayne, that is probably from another of the comic, Azrael, Batman again, Zero Year, also Bruce Wayne, We have Batman as what looks like a vampire. Year 100, yep. We have Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. We have Katana, Red Hood, Catwoman, that seems like one of the original, the Long Halloween version, Duke, Green Arrow, Spoiler, and Bad Cow. So yeah, that is all the heroes. And I do not remember how many of these was actually stretch goals for the original campaign, but some of these I think was. Then we have the boards down here, if I can get them up. And these are quite big. So these fill the whole package, and they are 4-parted, so good, nice, big boards to play on. And they are, if I remember correctly, also double-sided. So on one page here we have I think these are the train station. The different icons, see if I can get most of it in camera. I can't. On the other side we have this back alley here. But yeah, very detailed, very nice with this kind of 2.5D effect. And we have two different, so we had the one we just saw, and we have this one with the police vehicles and the chemical factory on the other side. So 4 different game boards in the bottom here. But yeah, that was the hero box. I will just pack all of this and then we'll continue with the villain box next. Here is the villain pack, and we can see all the different villains here, like Clayman, Joker, Two-Face, Bane, Scarecrow, Penguin, the Riddler, Poison Ivy, etc. And if we take a look at the back, we can see that this contains 109 miniatures, 1 command post, which is where you order and take actions for all the villains. We have the different villain tiles, an additional board to play on, that is the laboratory and the vault, which brings us up to, for the 2 core packs, a total of 6 different levels. We have a turn track, we have some different tokens, some coverings, life point token, mission tokens, and field modified tokens. Here we go. So first up we have the big command board here in plastic compared to the cardboard versions that we had for the heroes. And that is because here you actually need to slide a lot of different stuff in and move stuff around. So here you have all the different tiles that you will move over. You have the different tracks to the different bosses. You have the activation tokens and special abilities laid out here. And you move everything around, and everything is indented here. So nothing printed, or at least not layered with stickers. Everything is printed directly in the plastic. That's a very, very nice board. Then we have all the different miniatures. So over here we have the big bosses. Solomon Grundy, Clayface, Killer Croc, Bane, Tusk Killer Croc, Dr. Death, Man-Bat, and Mr. Bloom. We have the different henchmen over here. Harley Quinn's gang, Brutes, Thugs, Red Hood gang, Riddler's gang, Prisoners, Hazmat Dogs, Riddler gang, Bloom's gang, Carnivore Plants. And then we have the low level. Over here, I don't know why it said low level, but yeah, but that it is how everything is managed down below in the trades. Of course, this is the lower level, this is the top level. So we have Scarecrow, Raph, Jason Todd, Hush, Two-Face, Red Hood, Bane, Scarecrow, Riddler, different versions, Harley Quinn, Red Master, Penguin, Killer Moth, Firefly, Ra's al Ghul, Orphan, Deadshot, Talon, Riddler, Joker, Deathstroke, Black Mask, Poison Ivy, her hyenas, and then we have some more hired guns, but let's take a look. And this fills up most of the box, of course. So first off, we have the different henchmen over here. So here we have the carnivore plants. These are actually more detailed than the heroes. That's pretty fun. We have some of the different thugs here. Some of the Riddler gang. I actually prefer these sculpts, to be honest. And below this we have the smaller villains, as well as the last of the henchmen. So here we have some of the henchmen with nets and katanas. Can get these in focus. And then we have all the different 3D objects for computers and typewriters and consoles and stuff like that you use for specific missions to accomplish the objectives. Then we have some of the different sculptures. So here we have Joker, which is a knife and gun. Seems like the gun needs a bit of stretching. We have the Riddler. Again, I actually prefer these sculpts of the villains. We have Ra's al Ghul. And up here we have Scarecrow. I don't know if I like the actual person, but I do love the flames. Here we have Bane, one of the absolute top sculpts in this pack. The original Red Hood here. And I think that's the last tray, right? Yep. On the other side we have the big miniatures over here. So here we have, if I get these up. So here we have Man-Bat. The wings could have been glued a bit nicer, but the sculpt is actually pretty nice. We have the big version of Killer Croc. Again, very nice sculpts for the villains. We have Solomon Grundy, who have fallen off his base here. And of course over here we have Clayface, which is the absolute biggest miniature down here. But yeah, that is all the villain miniatures. And next up we have the different activation boards. So these are one that goes into some of the... No, this is the turn tracker. This is not the villain board. So this is the turn tracker that was just fallen out here of this sheet. Here we have the different objective tokens, combat tokens, hazard tokens, computer tokens, which you would use instead of these 3D versions that I just showed off. And these are of course double-sided. And then we have all the different activation tiles for the villains. So these are one that goes into the villain board. So we can see here we have Mr. Bloom, Prisoner, Black Mask, etc. It shows all their different abilities, their dice, their movement, etc. And of course we have these tiles for all the different versions. And here we can see how it looks when they have been hit and damaged. They are turned over, and you can see it has these strange versions here. And we have another sheet. This one for the rest of the villains, but we also have some of the NPCs and alliance characters such as the SWAT drone, citizens and bystanders. And these of course also have a broken version. And last but not least we have the big ones, some of the big ones. The guards, I don't know what this special room is for. And then we have the rest of the tiles that goes into the villain board. This is active cubes, spent cubes, special abilities. And over here we have a big double tile for the hyenas for Harley Quinn. And that is everything in the villain box. So let's take a look at this box first. I don't know what these different boxes are, so we are just gonna go through them. We have a very nice front cover here, and then it says 19 miniatures, new hero sheets, cards, expansion books, 2 new boards, the warehouse and the Zeppelin and the docks, so that is 4 new levels, where one of them is the same but at lower and upper level. We have tiles for heroes and villains, we have some mystery boxes, we have a poster, some tokens, plastic cubes, and some campaign boards. But let's see, maybe we get a clue of what this expansion is named or what it is when we get inside. You know, I do love this front cover here. So a lot of protection sheet here. Some do not open mystery box, so we are not gonna open these. We have some more cubes. We have some cards in apparently English and French version. If you don't know, Monolith, who makes these games, are a French company, so it makes sense. Yeah, so on one side we have the English and on the other side we have the French. So these seems to be new hero cards and new villain cards as well. We have some new equipment here. So here we have the Hypernaculum. We do have a couple of new hero boards as well. So here we have Batman. Don't know what version that is. We have another version of Red Hood, Ghostmaker, and Batgirl. So 4 new hero tiles. Then we have some new stuff here. Victory points. Okay, don't know what these are for, but we're gonna take a look. So first we'll have this small here again, English and French. So this one seems to be some kind of cheat sheet track, something. This is victory point tracker. Very nice, hard, thick cardboard here with inlets, victory points again. Then we have some new skills, equipment cards, bad gadget cards. So let's see, this is the poster, the same picture as on the cardboard box. Okay, so now we see, so this is the expansion Gotham City in Flames. So we have 2 of these booklets. I wonder if one of these are English. This one is English. So it is a mini campaign. So you select your hero, you play through different campaigns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different missions that you play through. These are the new components. And I'm not gonna show off any of the missions. And I wonder if this is just the English version or this French version it is. Below we have the different miniatures. Cheshire, Merlin, Punchline, Man-Bat, Commandos, Ninjas and Penguins. And then of course the heroes here, Ghostmaker, Batman, Red Hood and Batgirl. So here we have the Man-Bat Commandos. Here we have the Rocket Penguins. Then we have the different heroes. So I really love this one version here of Batman. Also this version of Batgirl coming down here from an explosion. Yeah, that is all the miniatures, only 1 layer. Underneath we have the new game boards. So we have 2 of these, and they are a bit smaller than we're used to from the core games. So these are actually long boards here. So these are triple rectangular. So here we have what I think is the warehouse. And on the other side we have one of the levels of the Zeppelin. So yeah, we have 2 of these smaller rectangular boards, which gives us some new levels to play on. And then of course we have the new tiles and tokens. So we have a single sheet here. We have the new tiles for the heroes, the new tiles for the villains and henchmen, and we have a lot of new tokens probably used throughout the campaign. But yeah, that is everything in the new Season 3 expansion, Gotham City in Flames. So next up we have this big pack here. And it says that we have 12 miniatures, mission tokens, field modifier tokens, a command post, which I think is a copy of the other one, life point tokens, tiles, booklet, and coverings. And very nice picture on the front here. Yeah, so we have another command board exactly like the one we had in the core pack. Again, full plastic molded. We have some additional miniatures here, which are some of the SWAT miniatures, it seems like. Yeah, and some additional drones. It is the versus mode. Okay, so this allows you to play against each other instead of playing cooperative. So it has rules, power descriptions, and missions. So it shows how you are gonna play against it. Probably both of you are gonna have a command board instead of using the hero tile boards. And again, I would think that one of these are French, yes. We have a small cardboard box here. Let's see what this is. So So these have some activation cubes, and the rest of this is just filler. Then we have a lot of the new tiles, so it seems like we have tiles from all the different heroes from the Cardbox. Yeah, and also some tokens for these. So this allows you apparently to use the Cardbox to play against each other. So these are all the heroes here, not the villains, because you already have the villains board. And of course we have all the inlays for the command post as well. But yeah, that is versus mode. So that apparently turns a 4-player co-op game into a 2-player skirmish game. Yeah, so that versus mode is gonna give you some additional playability. That is never a bad thing. But the next box here, this is quite a big one again. And it shows 16 miniatures, new hero sheets, 5 new boards apparently, which is the Wayne Manor and 4 for the Batcave. So let's see what size these are. We have some tokens, different mission tokens, some life point tokens, and else it doesn't really say anything here. So this is the Wayne Manor expansion. And here we have the new hero card. So we have Alfred, Batman, Julia, etc. We have the rule booklet here with the different missions to the different boards. One in English, one in French, just like before. Then we have the different miniatures here. So we have like a T-Rex, some bat robots. We have the new heroes up here. We have some bats. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is a giant T-Rex. We have some new equipment cards. We have the bats here, the bat robots, and the new heroes. And that is a 1 layer. And then we have the new boards, and these boards are big ones, just like the one that we had in the core game. So these are 6-parted, and this is the Wayne Manor. And the one for the Batcave are probably the smaller ones. Yeah, so these are just dual. Or no, these are actually just single tile that you lay out. And we have 4 of these. Yeah, so 4 different of these. And then of course we have all the new tokens. T-Rex, the bats, the bat robots. We have some new for the Riddler and the Ra's al Ghul, and then we have this big bat token as well as this token here. So next up we have some smaller packs. So this one just says that it contains 2 rule books, a lot of cards, some tokens, and additional die. Again, doesn't really say what it is on the outside. Well, it actually does. This one says solo and cooperative mode here on the side. So this is the expansion, allows you to play solo. See, again, really nice picture. So in the top we have the rule book here. Small rule book. It says here the different rules, how to set up the game, how everything works when it is automatically done by the game. So we have these AI cards that shows here how to actually play the game by yourself, how you should set up the different missions to play solo. And of course we have again a English and a French version. Then we have some new tokens and a lot of cards. So these cards are all the AI cards that shows here who activates and what will they do in priority. Then we have this die here that you probably use to roll to find out which of these they are doing actually. But yeah, a lot of AI cards for all the different missions and all the different characters. So yeah, that is the solo and cooperative expansion. Next up we have these 2 boxes here. So these says that this is the season 3 stretch goals. So they contain 8 miniatures, some versus power cards, some tiles, life point tokens, metal coin, and hero sheets. And again, there are 2 of these, so only gonna show one of them. So up here in the top layer we have the miniatures. So here we have like a bat dog. Another version of Batman. We have some, these looks to be some Joker that laughed, or Batman that laughed, Robins. I don't know who this is, but we're probably gonna find out on the hero cards. So here we have this special missile token, which of course is the token, the missile token, a copy of the missile token that Two-Face have. We have the different cards, so the dog is called Ace. And we have Calendar Man. So here we have the token, so we have Ace, Batman Azrael version, the Drowned, Robin minions and Calendar Man, as well as some tokens for these. And then we have Ace and Batman hero cards. Then we have another big box. I don't know exactly how much is in this box, as it was pretty destroyed as I received it. One of the sides was almost missing, so I don't know if anything has been thrown out while it was being posted to me. But let's get it open and take a look what is actually inside. So as you can probably see here, this whole side is open and was open as I received the box. But we have some protection, more protection, more protection, more protection. So first off here we have a dice set, almost looks like role-playing dice. We have the deck of ways with a picture of Penguin, so this is for the role-playing game, it says. We have some additional dice, these are definitely for the board game. We have a Joker that laughs miniature here. The Batman, of course, the Batman who laughs miniature character tile. That is also for the board game. We have a Anarchy miniature for the board game here. Then we have the Batman Gotham City Chronicles. What is this? These are new villain sheets, booklets and cards, so these seems to be some kind of expansion for the board game. There was, let's see, Narrow Chronicles, Arranged Marriage. The other one was called A New Eden. Then we have what looks like, no, it's not a booklet. These are the Batcomputer Files, it says. And then we have a big folder down here. It says Classified Gotham City Police Department Detective. Doesn't say what it is. Okay, see if that is all that we have. No, it's not all. We have some more boxes down here. So we have a thin cardboard box here, which contains an envelope of stuff. Let's see. It seems very, very soft as well. So this contains a hero tablet. So this is the 5-player expansion. So it is setting up and show you how to play with an additional player. Very nice indeed. So that apparently doesn't have a box, that just comes with the cubes, a new board, a new tile, and a playable board for Clayface. So we have a big box here that needs to be opened. I will just put that to the side because that is heavy as... And then we have another big box here. This one is a bit smashed. Has a protective envelope. This one seems to contain some cardboard. Okay, so this one has some additional playable boards. One big player board, one of these in 4 parts. See if we have any information about what it is down here. So it says this is the Versus Mode Season 2. So this is an additional board and additional missions for the Versus expansion that we just boxed in the other big cardboard box. So it has these new player boards, And it has some new tiles, so it has the Batman treasure suit and some additional tokens. And it seems like that is everything in this envelope. So let me just get this cardboard away, and we're gonna take a look at the rest of the stuff. So we already saw the fifth player expansion, as well as the versus mode season 2, so I'm just gonna put that aside. These two miniatures are just miniatures with the tiles for the board game. Not gonna do more to these. These are the dice for the board game. And then we get to these Chronicles here. So let's just take this Chronicle 2. So it doesn't really say anything on the back. Let's see if I can get this without destroying it. So it says here that we have Narrow Chronicles and New Eden, which gives us a mini campaign here with 5 new missions. It says it also gives us the different campaign components, which we have in this folder here. Are we allowed to open this? So that gives us a lot of villain boards: Poison Ivy, Clayface, Solomon Grundy, Dr. Death. So these are actually versions of all the different villains that we have, but as player boards. So this probably allows you to play the villains instead of the heroes. And we also have some new equipment card for these villains, such as the carnivore seats. So here we have the Batman City Chronicles, Narrow Chronicles, and Arranged Marriage. It should contain villain sheets, cards, and a booklet. And it is, as far as I understand, a mini campaign. So here we have the villain boards. So we have Bane, Harley Quinn, Penguin, Two-Face, Joker, Riddler, and Scarecrow. We have some new equipment cards. So first off here we have Venom. And then we have the booklet, probably one in English and French. And this one contains campaign rules as well as the missions. So it seems like we have 5 new missions in a mini campaign. So next up we have these Batcomputer Files. And it says here that it contains a rulebook, mission booklet, skills and trait booklet, as well as some player aids, some map board reference sheets, and some skill traits and reference sheets. So let's see. So first here we have the rule book. So it shows us here how to set up the mission, how to set up the different areas. And it also has a glossary. So this looks like a improved rulebook. It is an updated rulebook. We have the mission booklet. This is probably also an updated booklet compared to the one in the core game. Yes, it is. We have this skills and traits glossary here with all the different icons and what they mean. We have some skill summaries here from all the different villains, and we have the same here for the different heroes. Then we have a pack here. So first off we have some player aids for villain, and we have some player aid for heroes. Unfortunately we only have one of each. And then we have the different maps. So this is the subway, and this shows how the visibility and the possible movement from each zone. So this was one of the problems, that these are printed on the actual board, but it can be pretty hard to find out and to see line of sight and stuff like that on the board. So these are reference cards that you can use to find out all the different associated zones and line of sights. Very nice. These are definitely some highly needed additions to the core games, and this one only come in English in this version. Last but not least, we have this very, very heavy fake box here, which contains books. So this is probably the RPG game. Let's see. It does look like it. Statman here. As we are a board game channel, I'm gonna skip going into the details about this RPG stuff, so let's just continue with the board game. That was all the content for the board game Gotham City Chronicles, and this is of course the Season 3 when it comes to the expansions and the revised rules for the core game. As always, if you have any comments, please write them in the comment section below, and if you liked the video or found it helpful, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. It is really appreciated and it really helps out the channel. But that's all for today's video. That man's out.